Hi guys, rachybop here. Welcome to Sim Saturday. This is going to be a long one, so fasten your seatbelts. In today's episode I'm going to focus around the live broadcast that happened this week on January 8th. I'll put the link to it in the description, but you guys know that I always like to do a sort of condensed version so that you guys who don't have as much time to watch the full length thing can just watch this or listen to this while you're doing stuff and get the information into your brain. So there's a whole bunch of announcements. This is like the most amazing live broadcast I've ever seen ever. They started off on the broadcast by doing some live 70s, 80s and 90s stuff gameplay from the new stuff pack. They had like a house and they did 3 floors. The bottom floor was 70s, middle floor 80s and you guessed it, top floor 90s. And you could really tell the difference. That's one thing I really like about this stuff pack. It really brings a lot to the game. You're going to notice when you use it. They showed off the moustaches on the guys. The guy also wore a 70s white suit and they showed him with an 80s vest on as well, and all the different styles of hair for all the eras. And they also showed off the face paint that you can get, which I've mentioned in the previous episode. Another thing you can do if you have things like the snake skin pants, you can have legs different colours, so you can have one pink and one green. The 90s grunge is a really cool part of the pack. A lot of it focuses on shirt graphics and some of the shirts are just blank as well. Then they showed us the lady in Cass. She had an all-in-one suit on for 70s wear, and they also showed like a patterned shirt that she could wear as well. And the workout clothes are the most vibrant of the 80s, I think. They really stand out. They also showed like a jacket that had buttons on it, badges, like little button badges around here, which was quite a nice effect that we haven't seen before. And there's definitely a lot of stuff in this stuff pack. She had a scrunchie in her hair. I remember scrunchies. There was a light up floor. I did ask if the light up floor could have the colours changed, but I wasn't answered unfortunately, so I guess we'll find out about that. If you know, please let me know in the comments. But they had the light up floor, and you could also put those as panels on the wall as well, and the squares lit up at different times. They had sectional sofas, which were pretty cool, and there was a new lounge chair, the low wider. And there's also a pretty cool floating fireplace, so it's not actually floating, it's just that it's attached to the ceiling rather than the floor. And the vintage TV that I mentioned in last week's episode. And there was a pretty cool glow lamp as well that had like a fibre optic effect, and a disco ball. This was all on the 70s floor, complete with the vintage stereo. On the 90s floor it was all very metallic. There's a metal table and metal bookshelves. And they also showed off a guy wearing parachute pants with a boombox. There's a neon foosball table and the new guitar that I've mentioned in a previous episode. They also had an arcade machine which features Freezer Bunny. And there is going to be an exclusive pinball machine if you pre-order from Origin. The release date for this is January 22nd in North America and January 25th in Europe. And on January 18th, one of the Sim gurus is going to be taking over the Twitter feed, so make sure you check out the Sims 3 Twitter. I'll put a link to that in the description. And they then went on to talk about one of the new sets they've got in the Sims store, and that's the baby set. It's a lullaby set, I think, and that comes with a baby monitor and changing table. I'll put the link to that in the description as well. And then they also went on to tell us that Monte Vista is now available not only on their store but in retail stores as well. Then they went on to announce what we all knew was coming, the Sims 3 University expansion pack. And this is going to be released on the same day as SimCity, March 5th. March 8th in Europe. They also showed us the trailer for the first time. I'll put the link to that in the description as well. Don't forget to click the little drop down arrows in the description so you don't miss anything. The things that I noticed from the trailer straight off were the protests, the streakers, beer pong or juice pong, the kegs, lesbians, dreadlocks, skeletons, megaphone, nude modelling, vending machine, and a party pack. They then went on to show us some gameplay, and they showed us with a brother and a sister, both with very different traits. They showed us in CAS some of the items. There was a very preppy jacket. You could have an up bun or a side ponytail if you're a girl. You could wear a hoodie under your denim jacket, or a school cardigan with a tie. You could be really nerdy, or you could have like really messy hair. You could have that really wind-blown hair that guys have, and the guys can have dreadlocks too. There was heaps of new jackets, standard university clothing. Some of the traits they mentioned were the socially awkward trait. I think I should definitely have that. Avant-garde trait. Should probably have that too. Irresistible trait. I don't know. Should I have that? I know what you're all thinking. Does it come with the new world? Don't worry, I'll answer that soon. When the brother went to university, he started by taking an aptitude test, and the test came up on screen with the score when he'd finished taking it, and there was a llama mascot there. He looked quite fun. If you want to enroll in university, you can do this by phone or PC, and then you can choose what you want to major in and what kind of workload you want. People were asking about financial aid. None of those questions were answered, and when the Sims left for university, they took a little suitcase with them. University is going to have new social groups that will enhance gameplay. The world that it's played in, so it does come with a new world, is New England inspired, and it comes complete with a makeout point. There's a coffee shop for nerds, a coffee shop for rebels, a bar for jocks, and the way that you have to play this is kind of like a holiday world. You go away to it, and your game back home will stop. You can rent or buy a house or live in a dorm, and you can go and set that world up before you go there. You can be in sororities or fraternities. There was a new item, a comic book shelf. You go in, you claim your bed in the room. I also noticed a Hepburn pic and a Superman statue. You can also convince roommates to do things for you, but you have to have a really good relationship. Another thing you can do is lock your door so no one can come in and disturb while you're studying or otherwise engaged. They showed us the student union and told us about the gym as well. When they went into the student union, the sister went and tagged the wall with the graffiti, and that was a skill. It had a skill level. The brother went over to check out the orientation booth, where you could learn, read, get freebies. There was also a snack bar where you could go and get one of the new herbal teas. They also had a photo booth in the student union, and they showed us the sister doing the school cheer. Then she went on to have a bonfire party, and one thing we noticed at this point is that the phones are different. The brother, who wasn't really into the party, started sketching on his artist's pad, and with every degree you take will come with an object that will allow you to study for it. The bonfire party had a giant ring of fire, and you could toss wood on the bonfire. There was also a juice keg, and you could do a juice keg stand. Someone holds you upside down while you drink it. I'm sure it's not really juice in there. And the brother threw a test tube onto the bonfire, which smoked up green, and everyone was feeling a little bit funny after that. You can take smartphone photos. This looked quite cool. The sister and one of her friends, she took a photo of herself like that with her phone and him, and the flashlight went off and they were like, oh. She could actually print that and put it on her wall. You can pre-order Sims 3 University Origin, and you will get Partius Maximus, which will give you the ultimate party. You can wear togas, you can have costume party themes. They then went on to tell us about the Inspiring Creativity Contest. I'll put a link to that in the description, and if you're in the USA or Canada but not Quebec, you can enter that. And if you win, you get an all expenses paid masterclass and a behind the scenes. They then went on to tell us about SimCity. You can have up to 16 cities in a region, and this is coming out on the same day as Sims 3 University. That's going to be a busy day. You can customise your cities, and they showed us a new intro video that leads into the game. I'll put a link to that in the description. Unfortunately, the rest of the SimCity speech was kind of muddled up, so it was really difficult to hear, so whatever they were saying about that, I don't know. Then they went on to tell us about the next expansion after University for The Sims 3, which will be released in June 2013. And this is going to be called Island Paradise. There will be boats. There's also going to be islands which you can go out on your boats and discover. You can live on your boat and you can go underwater. There's going to be marine life, scuba diving, resorts. You can build the resorts and you can run the resorts. And then you can make business decisions that affect ratings about your resort. And then they told us about the next expansion after that. All they really said about that though was that we will be taking our Sims into the future. And then they told us about the stuff pack that's going to be coming out. I presume this will come out after the Sims 3 University. It doesn't have a name yet, but it's all going to be iconic themes, costumes and settings, and it's going to be really perfect for those of you who make machinima or like to make little stories within your game. Then it was question and answer time. So here's some points about the things that I've mentioned so far. University is a travel world. There are lectures and class activities in university. You will get an object with whatever you major in. You can study outside of the rabbit holes. There are different degrees, and when you get a degree it will boost your career and you will go in at a higher level than if you didn't have a degree. There are new traits. You can build your own dorms, and you can do it all from your home world. So I guess with them releasing all this new stuff in 2013 and telling us everything so far in advance, maybe Sims 4 will come in 2014. What do you guys think about that? Someone did ask in university if you can woohoo in a car. In a vehicle, no you cannot, but there are new woohoo spots, and one of them is in the bed that folds up into the wall. There's some kind of funny animation that can happen with that. And there's also new lifetime wishes and rewards. And don't worry, your parents and things won't age while you're away at university. You're not going to come back and find them all dead. They'll still be there at the same age that you left them at. Another cool thing you can do in university is social networking from your phone. And you can also post notices and acquire a roommate. Someone asked if supernaturals will be able to go to university. I presume they can, but that wasn't answered. And I also wanted to know if there's a new death, but that hasn't been answered yet either. There's going to be another live broadcast on February 14th, so I'll put the link to that in the description. Don't forget to check that out then. And there was a game update this week. Game update 1.47. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. So many links in the description. And don't forget to update your game before you play so that any glitches and things are just erased and it plays beautifully. It tells you what the game update fixes from that link as well. And before I go, EA have very kindly invited me to a SimCity event down in Guildford in a couple of weeks. If you have any questions about SimCity that you'd like me to ask while I'm there, please let me know in the comments and I'll definitely try my best to ask those questions for you. Thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and enemies, and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss a video. I post Sim Saturday every Saturday. Let me know your thoughts on the new stuff packs and expansion packs in the comments as well. But for now, I love you. Goodbye. Hi guys, rachybop here. This is so cool, it's so foggy. What happened? Guys, I've just starting from where we left off. Aliens, aliens. I think it's aliens. I think this is definitely aliens. Oh my goodness, can I interact? Oh my goodness. I'm really excited. Oh, no! What?